podcast.
Bring your friends!
Quiet on set.
Oh my God. We're live on the Rico podcast with Eric, myself, and a guest that has a very big resume. Like, this person is the definition of fucking hustle and go. Lives in Australia. That right there tells me that she is willing to survive anything. Like, she's like, I choose violence today. I'm gonna fight an animal. Mezi Atwood, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you? That was quite an intro.
Hey man, I try. I used to mess
Yeah.
up people's names until I messed up a celebrity's
Yeah.
like someone Ari Spears name, and
What was his name?
Ari. I'm not gonna say what I was saying. I don't want to get messed up. So Mezi and I met through Cortland Tyler,
Okay.
the video game guy and the anime guy.
Yeah.
That's how we met. He has a network that he connects people, and I was looking at everybody, kind of stalking everybody, and I saw
Oh.
hers, and I was like, holy shit, she's in a bunch of horror stuff and producing your own movies and directing and doing all this stuff. Like, first of all, how are you doing today?
I'm really good.
All
How are you
right.
doing?
Pretty good.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you're tired.
I'm a little tired, but you know, it's a little cold here in Missouri. You said that it was cold in Australia.
Yeah, it is cold today. It's
Define
probably not as
cold.
cold as what it is there. I don't know. I reckon it's probably about 7 degrees here, but that's 7 degrees Celsius. So
7 degrees Celsius.
That sounds cold.
That does not sound fun. All
No.
right. That does not sound fun.
No.
It's 50,
Well, you-
49, 50 Fahrenheit over here.
okay.
Yeah, it's I grew up in Puerto Rico, so is it normally hot in Australia?
In the summer, yeah, like sort of halfway through spring, summer, halfway through autumn, then yeah, it gets warm.
So
It gets very hot.
I told you they had the 4 seasons.
you did tell me that. You did tell me that. I you know what? Good sir. You were right, I was wrong.
So what was it like growing up in Melbourne?
That's what I was gonna
mean,
ask.
Oh, you had to fend off koalas. I know that.
Well, okay, there's not actually koalas like where I grew up. There's koalas in sort of the outback, more the country. I grew up in the city, so there's not animals jumping around your backyard. But when I went to when I lived in Darwin, there was a prank drunk people like to play on their mates where they would like capture a crocodile and then put it in their pool. So when they woke up, there was a crocodile in their pool.
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
That's a good practical joke. Yeah.
Wait, this is the prank that people wait. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's because crocodiles,
You
like as
don't
long
get a
as you
pool.
like, as long as you get like a little one and you jump on it, their like mouths don't like they don't have much strength opening their mouth, or their strength is closing their mouth. So as long as you keep their mouth shut, you're like fine.
Oh my God, no.
So
God.
you go after a 4-foot one. And
Dude, that's wild. I thought we were wild in Puerto Rico. We used to grab the salamanders and put them on our ears as earrings. I thought
Oh,
that
that's
was like pretty wild.
that
Yeah.
sounds widely gay.
How is that wild? That you make no sense.
You turn animals into earrings.
No,
Yes.
it was like to mess with people, to scare them. God,
Oh.
you are just God. You white people, I
I
swear.
know. I didn't. You can see through the geckos down there in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that
It's
is
very,
true.
It's very odd.
So I gotta ask you, what was going to school like over there in Australia? Like growing up and going to school and stuff like that. How was that?
Yeah, the schooling system here is great. I didn't have many dramas. You go to school, you do studies, and go home. Everything's I don't know, pretty normal, I guess. To
That's
me
pretty cool.
anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty
good.
cool.
Good.
Do you guys get taught like history, psychology? Like, is there like a set curriculum? Do you guys have like uh classes where you get taught like a skill, or is it everything just to take you to the university?
Yeah, no, so we have like core subjects like English, math, science, that sort of thing. And then there's once you get up to sort of year 9, you can pick electives. So you fill out your curriculum with like
Okay.
drama, music, woodwork, systems like electronics. My son's doing robotics, 3D
Robotics?
animation, yeah,
Nice.
Oh wow.
outdoor education, sport, all that sort of stuff.
So what did you pick when it was your time?
Drama. Surprise, surprise.
There you go.
I had a feeling, but I wanted to see if she's like, I
Video
picked
production,
robotics. News production.
video
Okay.
production, media studies.
So
A lot of,
at what age did you realize like, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm just gonna go head on, or was there some sort of struggle to realize like, oh, what do I want to do?
Um, so I've always loved it. I've always wanted to do it. It's like my dream to make movies. I was probably, I think, uh, 33 when I decided to actually sort of dedicate my life to doing it rather than sort of just having it as my dream and hoping for it. To actually go after it was quite late.
Bless you.
okay. Well, that's
No, hold on, she wasn't
I
done.
Yeah, no, so
Oh,
I had encouragement from my partner. I have to give him credit. He sort of, when we were getting to know each other, he asked me what my dream was. I said, I want to be in a movie, just one movie, and that would satisfy me. And then I'm like, who would put me in a movie? Puh. And he's like, nah, you've got to go for it. You can do it.
dude, that's good.
all right.
That's good.
Yeah, that
No,
is
that's a
good.
good. That's a good partner. That's a real good partner. And when you
He's
say
amazing.
33, I would not have guessed you were above 27 when I saw your picture.
Really? I'm turning
No,
37 in about a week and a half.
And you still wear a hoodie?
bro, what are they
Yeah.
feeding? What are they? You got to go to Australia, get you a girl, bro.
Yeah, that's
You
a
got to
good
get you. You
idea.
got any friends for my homie over here, Messi? He's a retired Navy man. He's been to Australia. You been to
No,
the,
Oh,
the coral?
I've been
plenty.
by Australia. We never stopped.
So, can you explain that? Because I fucked that up, and I don't want to embarrass
Well,
myself.
Australia is an island, and we were
Correct.
going to Australia.
Mhm.
And then apparently, um, the captain wanted to go to Singapore because he'd never been there before, and that's where we went.
And you had to go through the reefs.
No, the Great Barrier Reefs we stay away from because
Okay.
it's a uh, like you're like a national forest and protected area.
Yeah,
So
national. Yeah.
we don't go through the barrier reefs.
Okay. Okay. Unplug that, please.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, Messi. We got sidetracked there. And
Oh,
to anybody watching, there's a little bit of a low bandwidth. That's why you're just seeing a beautiful picture of Messi.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
In a hoodie.
so I gotta ask, what was your first introduction to horror movies?
oh,
Because I know you're a horror buff.
I am. I do like it. I've got the earliest one I can remember. I have two older brothers, and they were big into horror movies. So I remember staying up late one night with them watching Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
I
Yeah.
haven't introduced you
Freddy
to that one.
Krueger.
Nice. What attracted you of it? Just the style of it, like, because to me, what attracted me the first time I saw that movie was just how the narrative would flow in the movie.
Mhm.
Like, oh, this is believable. Like this person's here and this here. Like, what attracted you from it?
Um, I think sort of I wanted to be, cool to my brothers was definitely appealing to me because I was way too young at the time to really sort of worry about, hear like the story or anything like that. But the fact that it kind of I couldn't get it out of my head, and the special effects and just what they did with it kind of really sort of kept me going back for more.
So as you got
Okay.
older, what did you start watching more?
When I got older, I loved Halloween. Mike Myers, I love that.
Mhm.
But my all-time favorite movie, I love the ones that have like the psychological aspect, the ones that really sort of disturb you rather than just like gore and shock. So things like The Silence of the Lambs, like the Hannibal Lecter trilogy, is definitely one of
Ah,
my favorite movies.
so you're a
Um,
fan of American Murderers.
yeah, I love sort of.
Mm.
I wrote a screenplay. I'm hoping to do it in a couple of years.
Mhm.
It's based the murder in that is loosely based on Ed Kemper, which is a American serial killer. I've
Mhm.
just got a fascination by serial killers, I guess, in a non-crazy way.
Well, of course, yeah.
Well,
Do you,
ignore the
do
hoodie.
you,
Thing.
do you have serial killers in Australia?
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
No.
I used to live up the road from a guy who committed a bunch of murders in Melbourne.
Huh.
That's terrifying.
Wow. So the koalas didn't get him.
Well, he's in jail now. He got sentenced to life in jail, and then he got a sex change to move to the female jail. So now he's a she in female jail, in the women's jail.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I
Mhm.
wonder. I wonder if the FBI studies other countries' serial killers.
I'm sure they do.
They
It's
probably
just,
do. Yeah.
I'm just, why would you let somebody do that? They're spending life in jail and they say, I'm a woman. And it's like, yeah, you're somebody's bitch.
I wish I knew. That's the fascinating part.
That is a fascinating part.
Yeah.
That's
Why
really
would you
interesting.
agree to that? And it's like, yeah.
That's terrifying because like could be hurting other people. There's a million ways that can go haywire.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there's a million ways that can go haywire. That's just that could be a movie. That could be a movie right there.
Yeah.
It could be.
Could be
Yeah.
a movie
I
right
could go
there.
down and have a chat to him.
Yeah. It just seemed, ooh,
Ooh,
yeah,
that
there you
is
go.
yeah, that is true. You think he'd be up for an interview?
I don't know. I could reach out, make a little
What's
documentary,
his name
like
again?
a conversation.
What was his name?
Oh, I honestly can't remember his name right now.
I'll Google that later. I got
Yeah,
here. Serial killers are
Yeah.
just serial killer movies like terrify me more than anything.
Wouldn't,
exactly.
Because it's like
wouldn't
It's
that's
the
they,
anybody. That's anybody who's having a shit day could just snap and be like, I'm gonna murder everybody. Fuck it. Like,
exactly. You could be sitting
they
next to
don't,
a serial killer right now and not know it.
well, I think we just think just
yeah.
something right there. And I don't know about that. Like, define serial killer. Like, what would make someone a serial killer?
If you think about it, does that count? That's what I want to know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think it counts unless you act on it, but you definitely would need some therapy if you think about it that much.
Mm,
There's no therapy to save this.
no,
There's
no,
no
I cannot afford the therapy that I need. So
we need to take you to Australia or Barbados.
yeah, that's true. We have a fan base in Barbados, so
To
Oh,
this day, we cannot explain it. Over 900 subscribers
mhm.
cannot explain it. Like, sincerely, don't know how that happened.
We appreciate it,
Oh,
but
100%.
yeah,
It's
but
just
neither
one of
of
those
us
things.
have actually been to Barbados, so that's the weird thing.
I think we have like 3 people in Australia
Oh, 3?
that subscribed. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Now there'll
know.
be way more.
Yeah, we'll double our numbers now.
Oh my God. That's a 50% increase. Mezi,
oh,
so
So just tell 3 people, and boom.
yeah,
do you ever
absolutely.
plan on
Oh,
moving?
sorry.
Do you ever plan on moving?
I don't know. I love Australia. It's very laid back. It's so nice here. But I travel for work a lot, and I don't know, maybe one day, but I've got a family. I've got a son. I've got my partner that we'd
Mhm.
have to sort of uproot everyone and
Yeah.
do things. So I don't
Difficult
know.
when you have other people that rely on you, and
Mhm.
taking chances becomes a little more difficult.
Absolutely. And family's the most important thing. So,
Yeah,
as long as they're happy, I'm happy.
that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, because we were talking before we went on air, like Omambala. I have not found a damn thing on Reddit, on anywhere about this movie. I need you to talk to me about this. Tell me what this is. I'm interested.
All right. So I met a he runs an African network and he lives in Africa. Um and he made this incredible movie about it's kind of based on a true story,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about like a mass suicide that took place and the fallout, and sort of it's very historic. So I
Oh,
met him. He asked me to distribute it. So at the moment, I'm going through promotions. I've got it up on the Motion Picture Exchange, so it hasn't been released yet. But
okay.
I can tell you, I've seen it, and it is so beautiful, like visually, and just such a sort of shocking story.
So can you give me something, a little bit, anything, any, a little bit of what you got going on? What about anything? I'll take anything.
Look, Omambala is it's going to make waves. It's just uh I don't know what to say. It's so I don't know, you'll love it. You'll love it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
When is it available, and where will it be available?
I don't know. As soon as you say it's an African made movie, a lot of people won't sort of take it take it seriously. So I haven't had too much response from it. But once it's out, it will go. I know it. It's fantastic.
So it's about the Igbo mass suicide, right?
At
Yes.
1803.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. All right.
That's I'm imagining it's TVMA, TV17, R.
Yeah, so it'd be MA probably.
Okay. Okay. So it's gonna be real detailed, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Ah,
it
all
is
right.
quite detailed.
I'm
But
I'm
it's
absolutely interested in that. And so you haven't had any platforms so far take you up on it or anything?
no, not so far. It's quite shocking because it is so good. I'll send you some posters and so forth. It's just visually so beautiful, and I really want the world to see this movie.
Interesting. We have a friend that he's a comedian and now has a like a TV network on Roku, and he's actually looking for work. His name is Anthony Rogers. I'll
Mhm.
have to
Yeah.
introduce y'all because he's trying
Oh,
to
that
get.
would be brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of Portland was talking the other day about what was it that he was talking about in the group chat about how there was a somebody was looking for content. There was a organization looking for content, and I can't remember right now.
Mm.
I'm trying to look it up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'll go back through. I might reach out to them.
Tubi.
Um,
Tubi. There it is.
Tubi,
Oh,
that's
Tubi.
it.
Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi
Yeah.
is okay. 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 That's yeah, there's so much, like, the opportunities for the next probably 10 years are gonna be
Mhm.
huge, I would think,
Oh, yeah.
especially for podcasting, for
Mhm.
content creators, for movie creators. Like, what do you out of everything that you do, and this is a question I always like to ask, what do you enjoy the most? Do you enjoy producing? Do you enjoy writing? Do you enjoy the acting part? Like, what do you enjoy the most?
I love producing. I love being able to really sort of take control and really sort of make something the best it can be, polish things off. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So being able to really sort of make things sort of shiny and everything's great. Like I've got a movie that we're just moving into production very soon on called The Shadow in the Woods. And when I signed on, it was a short film with a $10,000 budget. Now it's a feature film with a $3 million budget. So being able to
Jesus.
make things the best it can be is it's satisfying to me.
What's the name of that movie?
The Shadow in the Woods.
Oh,
Okay.
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 You've been in 4 movies, right?
No. No.
I've been in I don't know, like 63,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, that many movies? Wow.
Does it is it how do you handle the process to like through auditions and stuff like that, or do you have a publicist or a manager that helps you? Because it's tiring, I would assume.
Hmm.
It is. I try to, when it comes to auditions and sort of hiring people, I try to sort of look for people who have potential, people who are willing, because I don't mind teaching people,
Mhm.
on set and on the job, and just sort of people with the right attitude and that are open to really sort of bettering themselves. Because I think that's the most important thing in this industry is to be open to continuing to learn and to like every day being better than what you were the day before.
Okay.
That's life right there, man. That's a
Yeah.
life. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, for real. Put
Yeah.
that on a shirt.
So what was your favorite movie to act in?
To act in,
Yeah.
oh, I I did this short movie a little while ago, and because I love all of them, I absolutely love all of them. Everything is an opportunity. I did this short a little while ago where I played a doctor. I guess that would have to be my favorite because it gave me the opportunity for the rest of my life to say, I'm not a doctor, but I played one in a movie. And that's probably the only reason it's my favorite.
She she's gonna wait until she's in a plane. Do we have anybody that's a doctor? I played one. I can handle this right
I
there.
played one.
I played one.
I'm not a doctor, I played one in a movie. Yeah, I
Oh.
told a little girl she was going to die. That was pretty much my whole part.
Oh
Wow.
God. That's
It
so
was
All
pretty
you have to do
grim.
now is stay at a Holiday Inn. So
you have to stay at a Holiday Inn.
don't remember those commercials?
Oh God, I hate it. Do you guys in Australia have like a main hotel? Kind of like we have like the Holiday Inn, the Hilton. Do you guys have like something like that?
Yeah, we've got a few. We've got on the budget side there's Best Western. That's pretty
Oh, yeah.
everywhere here.
Yeah, that is true.
But we have a Holiday Inn. Actually, I've got a Holiday Inn about 2 blocks from my house.
Okay. Wow.
So they're like Walmart. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
everywhere. So
It's like Starbucks. They just pop up on every corner.
oh God, not
Yeah.
in where was it that they kicked them out? Was it Italy or something? There's a country that they kicked them out because they were like, this is overpriced garbage.
Yeah.
I can't remember where it was. I'm pretty sure I'll look that up later, but
I
that
think it was Italy because they're trying to set up there and all the Italians go, you got this coffee or whatever, they're talking with their hands. So I'm not exactly sure how the accent goes, but
So, Missy, I wanted to ask you, there's a movie that you have that I saw, and I saw that you were in it. It's a Jack the Ripper, the London slasher.
Yeah, I
So
love Jack
how
the
did
Ripper.
yeah, the Jack the Ripper movies always they fascinate me. How did that come about? Because that's from what I can tell, it was a pretty good movie. Like I'm seeing the director and the writers and stuff like that. And how did that come about? How did you get that role?
Oh, just I apply for everything. I apply for absolutely anything that's even remotely in my, ballpark.
Mhm.
And yeah, sometimes I just get lucky. So if I get an opportunity, I do it. And, I got to play a prostitute, so that's really fun. And yeah, once again, I was like, no one's special in that. So just a
Mm.
prostitute.
I love how she says it. I was just a prostitute, Like,
Yeah. Just yeah. Probably
I
the
mean,
best
I'm not saying
prostitute in
prostitute
the
guys.
movie.
you know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat that. Oh my god, that's so bad. So I know you were an extra on Smile,
Yes.
and I'm sure that there was NDAs and everything, but come on, man, give me something. I've seen so many clips of this movie. For the people listening, if you don't know about Smile, it's basically a movie about. Well, can you explain it, Mezi? You can probably explain it better.
It's I haven't seen the final thing, so it's it's about, as far as I know, it's like a psychological sort of split personality type of possession type of thing. So yeah, it's meant to mess with your head, something fierce, which is always appealing to me. I like a bit of,
Oh,
a
so
mind
Amber
twister.
Heard's in it.
Who, sorry? What? I didn't hear that.
He said Amber Heard.
You said it was supposed to mess with your mind, so I was like, "Oh, Amber Heard's
my
in it."
God.
So,
Oh my
I don't
god.
think anyone shit the bed in
It looks interesting, and I like that. I like in horror movies when they take a concept that it's supposed to be like, oh, when someone smiles, it's joyous.
hmm
And the director goes, no, we're gonna make this creepy as shit.
it. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I love that when it sort of really sort of like I said earlier before we came on air, it's things that sort of terrify you when you're going to sleep at night, when you think about it, and there's things that, you get disturbed by simple things in your everyday life. I think that's what makes a great horror movie, you
Yeah, because
know?
it feels real. Like
hmm
I enjoy like the paranormal activity ones, the nun and stuff like that. But it's like, like yeah, like it's a demon, it's a monster. Man, when it's like a mental health issue or it's like
So you,
something that could happen, like, oh, this person didn't know that they have split personality.
yeah.
Oh, this person doesn't know that their medication was fucking with them. Like, that's just fucking terrifying to me.
So
Have
you like the Ice Cream Man?
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one.
Okay,
I haven't seen that. Have
Killer
you?
Clowns from Outer Space.
I have not seen that actually, and they're making a video game about it.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. It got
Oh,
announced.
shit.
Yeah, it got announced. Messi, are you a fan of the Grudge movies or the Ring movies?
I like The Ring. I haven't seen The Grudge, to be honest.
Madam, that is an amazing movie. The Grudge will fuck your head up because it's
Really?
oh, dude. Well, here's the thing: is you know what it is. Like it's one of
Yeah.
those movies. How do I explain this? It's one of those movies where you know what's coming, and it's slowly then you know that it's fucking coming, but you do not like you are not ready for it. And when it happens, it's vicious, and it's just the way that they do it. Even the TV show on Netflix. There's a TV show on Netflix that it's like the story of the Grudge, and the way that it's done in like the time lapses. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Uh, when you do like the past and then you go to the present and then you go back to the past and then at the end it's like, oh, this was all, a choreographed dance. Oh, it terrifies me. That movie terrifies
Oh,
me,
yeah.
especially the Like it
Yeah.
just that sound just. Ugh,
Uh,
ugh.
So it's
Do you
like-
have cats?
so it's like The Notebook.
Just compare. How is it like The Notebook? I'm gonna challenge this.
It's a scary movie.
How is The Notebook a scary movie? Has it got Brad Pitt in it? No, not Brad Pitt.
No.
Ryan
Channing
Gosling.
Tatum.
No,
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan
No,
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling can't. Have you seen that man? I'd pay that
I-
man. I'd pay to see that man half naked at least.
And you don't think that movie's scary?
No, he fell in love with a chick, and you know, I don't know. I don't think that's scary. Yeah, she didn't remember him, but shit happens. That means he can have a side chick.
That's true. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Who is this? It's my friend.
It's my friend.
It's my friend. You've known her for years. Oh my God. We're such horrible people. We are just horrible people.
I like the way you look at the silver lining of everything. So
I do. I
Yeah.
do. It's what life has done to me. You get fucked enough times, you're like, well, it could be worse. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's not how you should. That's not a healthy thing to do, ladies and gentlemen.
no, because as soon as you say it could be worse, it does. It does get worse. Never say those words.
Mezi, I wanted to ask you about this film too, because I haven't found much information about it. What is The Naked Truth or Naked Truth?
Naked Truth. So we're still in development stage for that. I'm doing that at the start of next year after The Shadow in the Woods. It's going to be amazing. It's a true story about a human rights activist who basically he fought for the right of Muslim people in India. He traveled between India and America, and the writer is his son. So it's really heartwarming, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful movie. It will be.
Have you guys gotten a budget for that or anything yet? Or
We have an estimated budget. We haven't secured it. I have an investor interested, but we're not quite at that point to secure him yet. But it's going to it's going to hit well. The director is an award-winning director, and yeah,
Okay.
it's so the guy that it's about, he actually ended up dying in jail. So we're kind of telling his entire story of how he got to the point of being in jail and ended up losing his life in jail.
oh wow.
So it's going to hit you hard in the heart.
So where do you? It seems that you like to do sort of not documentary movies, but like movies that have like an emphasis or a point to teach a lesson, and that normally, in my book, that's pretty cool. Is that what you like doing a lot? Is there some normally like a theme, or how do you plan out the movies that you pick? Do you have a board that you just throw a dart and you're like, there it is?
Mm.
Well,
There's a lot of projects.
but I like to do movies that like invoke a reaction. So I started off over Corona when there wasn't really too much, but I started sort of building my name as an influencer. And one thing I learned very quickly when you're making content was you need to get a reaction, whether that be, oh no, don't do that, or funny or something like that. So when it comes to movies, I like to sort of have the same sort of thing. When it makes an impact on your life, it stays with you, and then people run to their friends. It's like, oh, have you seen this? Have you seen that? So whether it's making a horror movie as creepy as possible, or making a true story, like picking a true story that's going to just warm your heart, or making a comedy that's just like, I can't believe they got that through the censors. It's just, I just want to make people feel something in this world.
Okay.
You were pretty big on TikTok. How many followers did you have at TikTok at one point?
I had about 50,000 at one point,
Oh.
and I've lost a few now because I haven't had time to make TikTok videos.
Mm.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
I got 5,900.
That's really good.
Yeah. I don't even know how many I have. No idea.
You probably have like 500,000 more than both of us put together.
I post something every 3 months, so I doubt it.
I post about 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Trying to promote. What I've done with TikTok that I discovered is you have to push things. So what I do is I promote our sponsors, Thorn,
Mhm.
which shout out to our sponsors. They
Yes,
just sent
definitely.
us a care package, by the way, with all these.
Oh,
yeah, all this was
nice.
sent by us. So I got some stuff for you. It's a supplement company.
Oh,
Is
lovely.
yeah,
What
it's a
company is it?
it's called Thorn.
Thorn.
Yeah, it's called Thorn. It's the UFC utilizes it. The army utilizes it. Hold on, we're having a little issue there with the camera. There you go.
Mhm.
Well,
No,
wait a
I
minute.
don't think so.
Oh god,
What are
no.
you
Hold on.
doing?
Hold on.
Here.
There we go. They've been really good to us. They've been like really, really good to us, and their supplements are good. And then what I do is I try to post a joke,
Yeah.
and promote 2 other things, because it's like a lot of people complain. They're like, "Oh, I only get like 250 views per video." I'm like, "Yeah, but if you post 3 times, that's 750 people a day. In a
Exactly.
month, calculate that in a month that you're showing your stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually, something's gonna happen." And
Yeah.
I think people just want to hit home runs sometimes. Like I don't.
Exactly. I always found the most stupid impromptu videos always did the best. Like I was camping one time and there was like this little beach and these guys asked me to, if I minded moving down the beach because they wanted some extra space. I'm like, no worries. And they're like, we'll help you move all your stuff. So they're moving this gazebo like cabana type of thing, my chair, everything for me. And I'm strutting down the beach and I've got all these men carrying everything for me. So we decided to film it as a TikTok and they're fanning me with a fan and, laying out my chair, having me sit. And it's just hilarious. And that got like nearly, I think, 50,000 views or something.
Oh wow.
Like, and it was just stupid. Just me walking down the beach in a bikini.
I think we post the clips from the show on TikTok, and we always get like a reaction. Like we had Tommy Chong on, and that's that's always fun,
Mhm.
Mr. Chong. It's always
What
fun
is
to have
he
him.
like?
The
I
what?
love him. What is he like? I love him.
He's really I think he's at a point
Mhm.
where he's realized that he's done so much that he's just chilling with his family. Because like we talked to him about, he's a great grandfather, right?
Yes.
Great grandfather now, and
Wow.
he actually announced that he's gonna do a movie production, or a production company or something
Production
like that,
company. Yeah.
with his name.
Mhm.
And then he talked about politics, which we just rolled with it. And he was just really cool. Like hearing his stories, like we've had him twice, and the second time we had him, we pretty much like were like a little more comfortable this time. And he remembered us because we've sent a couple of our friends to interview him and whatnot. And he was like, "Hey man, thanks for doing that. I love it. I love the shows that you guys have, sent our way and whatnot." And he was just real chill.
Mhm.
He was just real chill. Like he's just what you see with him is exactly what you can expect. He's just one of those people. He's chilling. He likes to talk.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted to hear about him.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Absolutely. He seems awesome.
I'm not big into smoking cannabis is not my thing, but if Tommy Chong offered me a blunt,
Absolutely. It's like if
Mm.
Snoop Dogg passes you one, you've got to have a puff.
bro.
You know, that's
Yeah.
kind of on my bucket list is to smoke with Snoop Dogg.
Smoke with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah,
Oh,
smoke with Snoop. Absolutely.
He's
oh,
so busy
did you hear?
nowadays.
Did you hear what happened to Snoop Dogg?
With what?
He was smoking with Willie Nelson.
What?
Yeah, Willie Nelson's the
Yes.
big pothead.
I know who Willie Nelson is.
Okay.
So they probably kept up with each other.
No, Snoop
No.
Dogg said he ducked out and said, "Hey man, I gotta get something to eat."
Yeah, Willie Nelson outsmoked Snoop. I
Oh,
love it.
yeah. That's wow. Willie Nelson outsmoked Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's how is that not a commercial?
I know he did it on some sort of Snoop Dogg was interview or something like that.
Yeah.
He brought that up and he said, interviewer brought it up, said, "Hey, I heard you met Willie Nelson." He's like, "Yeah, yeah," and we smoked, and I had to go get something to eat, and he was still smoking. And I was like,
That's terrifying. Cypress Hill probably can smoke
"Oh
smoke
yeah,
a shit ton
oh
too.
yeah."
Jesus, man. That's just wild to me. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
What's the status of marijuana up in Australia?
You can get like licenses sort of thing, like the card and get approved, but it's not very common for that. It's not, and it's super expensive to go through the government to get it.
Well,
But it's
Mm,
starting
yeah.
to become legalized.
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, if the government's managing, it's definitely going to be expensive.
Well, they do it right here. Like in Missouri, everybody gets like a 15 to 25% discount.
Mhm.
You have a medical card. Nobody
Yeah.
can touch your medical card, like because of
Yeah.
the whole HIPAA stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, man. It seems like, Australia's changing and Australia's pretty strict with that. The day that I see Japan change their laws on marijuana, that's how I know it'll be legalized worldwide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Japan, you can't even fuck around with that.
No.
It's crazy.
It's
Crazy
weird
how it
because
is.
we should just have one of those crop dusters and go right over Russia
And just have
with-
oh my god. Jesus, no, you did not just.
and they'll be going, "Make love, not war," and then you just
Are you going all hippie on me now? Are we gonna have a reenactment after World War II here? Where a lot of veterans.
actually
just gonna
that's
be smoking?
Vietnam, but
That's
okay.
Vietnam. My bad.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. Well, Mezi, you've been really awesome, and I cannot wait. We would love to have you back
Yes.
to talk about all these projects because I know a lot of these projects you can't talk about it.
Yeah, I'd love to come back anytime.
I greatly appreciate it. You've been amazing. Could you do
Yes.
me a favor? Could you give everybody the details of where to find your studio, websites, emails, where they can contact you if they want to apply for something, or if they have something that they would like to help them promote them or everything? Like, could you give us all that information, please?
Absolutely. So my website for my studio is www.mezi slash like a dash studios.com.
Mhm.
And there's a contact page. And if you do that, it just sends me an email directly.
Oh,
You
okay.
can find me on Facebook, TikTok, as we said earlier, Instagram. I'm on all the platforms. So, and I do respond to messages and I do respond to emails.
What's your TikTok?
TikTok is Aussie Mezi.
Aussie.
That'll be easy to remember.
Oh my god!
Not to be confused with London Mezi.
London. So bad. Mezi, I appreciate you doing this. Stick around for a minute. And to everybody who's watching us, thank you for the support. Go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/Rico Podcast, and our Patreon, patreon.com/Rico Podcast. And go to Thorn, give their page a like. Thorn. They got some amazing supplements.
Yeah.
Like they got some really good stuff, which the light is not allowing it to shine. That's horrible right there. But they got some really good stuff. And if you go to thorn.com/shoe/Rico podcast, you can get 20% off.
Yes.
So Mezi Atwood, everybody.